All right, YouTube, got something special for you today. We're gonna make a chicken coronet. This is a dish I've been cooking for years and one that my mother requests for her birthday almost every year. Stay tuned, I'm gonna show you how to make it. All right, get out your cutting board, and you want 3 to 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. All right, so when you got your cutting board, start with your chicken. You want to take that breast and kind of flatten it out. When you have it like this, you can tenderize it a bit. Then we're going to trim it up. You can also use a meat mallet for this, but since I don't have one, using God's tool. Alright, so then what we want to do is try to trim off some of all this excess fat. And places like this right here, we're going to take that chunk off. Make it like a chicken fritter with that, but that's not what we're looking for this particular dish. So then what I'm trying to do is just remove the fat trimmings, and what I want to be left with is the most lean cut of meat you possibly can. Okay, so we've got a good bit of that fat removed. A little bit more right there. Alright, now you got a good lean chicken breast. You can see there's kind of a divide line right here. We're going to split that breast right down that line. Now that's going to give us 2 breast cutlets. Okay, repeat that process for the remainders. Just to kind of put it in perspective, that's what we started with, that's what we ended with. This is 2 cutlets out of 1 breast. Alright, so what's left on the cutting board, that's all the fat and trimmings that we took off, and that is our breast. What's left of them that we're going to actually prepare up and cook. Alright, we got some chicken breast all cleaned up. Come at it with some moo juice. We're going to let this soak for a couple hours. Now we're going to make sure that we clean everything. Some Dawn dish detergent and some bleach. Don't forget to clean the surface you was working on. All right, I appreciate everybody watching. If you're liking our appreciate everybody watching. If you would, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, engage with us in the comments. We'd really appreciate it. We enjoy doing these videos, and I enjoy interacting with y'all. Hope y'all have a good one. All right, we got us another cutting board. Let's prep up some broccoli. So all you want to do is take these bigger trees and make them smaller trees. Alright, so essentially what I've done is taken the broccoli florets and I've made me about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of shredded broccoli. Get that meat. Alright, we got some uncured ham. Let's dice it up. I said dice, but we're actually going to slice it. You know, whatever works for you. Not about technicalities. So what I'm going for is I want all these pieces to come out about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. That'd be good enough. Okay, the same thing, we get done with that, I'm gonna put it in a little bowl, make it easier later. I do want to kind of pull it apart because we don't want to all just lump in the dish that we're going to be making. Simple as that. Time to clean it up. Alright, get out that stock pot. Let's put some water and some noodles in it. Get some of that high quality H2O straight out the sink tap, baby. Alright, now to that water we're going to add enough salt until you think that's about what the ocean tastes like. And then you're going to hit it with some Italian seasoning. Bring it to a boil, then we'll add the noodles. Then the last thing to add to the water is some high quality olive oil. Once you have a good rolling boil, get 16 ounces of whatever pasta you like. I tend to make this dish with spaghetti, so that's what we're going to use. And yep, I break my noodles, so come on haters, what you got? Once your noodles are good and limp, go ahead and kill the heat and slide them back off.
Big fry, Daddy.
Open. Big Earl. Yeah.
Crank it up. Yeah, wide open.
Get you a big mixing bowl and add 2 cups of flour. Now I want you to add half a cup of cornmeal. Alright, now to that mixture we're going to add some ground cayenne pepper. I know that looks like a lot, but just trust the process. Some salt. Crushed black pepper. Cajun 2-step fire. Don't get shy with it. We want our chicken to have some flavor. Some paprika. And garlic powder. Now that we got all those seasonings in there, I want you to give everything a good mix. Try to get it all incorporated pretty well. Let's get this out of another bowl and crack about 3 or 4 farm fresh eggs. Or if you got the store-bought version, that'll work too. Alright, now to our eggs, I want you to add a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of the moo juice. Alright, now to our egg wash, we're going to add some black pepper. You want a good amount of that again. Salt, got to be for that blood pressure. Some onion powder. A little bit more paprika. And then some garlic powder. Get out that whisk and let's get to business. Get it all really well mixed up. The loudest coffee pot in the world in the background for those of y'all that don't mind. Alright, first thing we'll do, take a plate, your finest china, whatever dish you're going to use to put your breaded chicken in. Put a light dusting on that and that'll keep it from sticking to that surface. Alright, now we're going to come over here to our chicken that we've had chilling off in this milk. Make sure that you get some milk bath, get some egg wash. You'll start seeing that seasoning sticking to the chicken. And then you're going to come to your flour bowl. Well, we got all that seasoning in there. If you'll watch, I'm going to leave my wet hand wet and just use the one hand for the flour and breading part. When you're doing your flour, make sure you're putting some pressure on it. And then once you're done, it should look something about like that. We'll side it to the plate. All right. Meat drop. Alright, let's give us a look and see what we got. Oh yeah, we're getting about right. We're going to go ahead and flip it. Let it go a couple more minutes. Alright, let's grab that out. We're going to set that on a pan that'll allow it to drain. Got a paper towel and, you know, our finest china under that. Beautiful fried chicken. Repeat that process till you got all your chicken cooked. Keep repeating the process till we've got it all battered up and dropped in that fryer. And just for a note, if you don't have one of those fryers, you can do this in a skillet with some oil. It's all the same concept. Then if you really want to get crazy, you can double bread. So do an extra bath and another round in the flour to give you a really thick crust. Whatever you want to do, you do it. And if you're not making a mess, you ain't doing it right. Just so you know. That one's getting a double bath just for good measure.
Fryer. Oh yeah. Take that chicken. Drop a big tail in that hot roll. Oh yeah. Chicken flip. Gallina de pollo de gallina. Chicken. Beautiful chicken.
All right, next step, get you a pot out. Add 3 cups of water to that pot. I'm going to use 2 packets of the 2.75 ounce pepper gravy mix. Let's put it in there, whisk it up. Got our eye on high. Whisk this up till it's nice and smooth. Once it starts to boil a little bit, then you're going to cut your heat down on low and just keep stirring occasionally. Once your gravy looks about like that, you're good to go. Pull it off the heat. Famous aluminum pan. Alright, let's get those cooked spaghetti noodles in the bottom of the pan. Next, I want you to hit it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Sprinkle on some mozzarella. Cutting board. Now you've got that beautiful fried chicken. I want you to cut it into strips. Alright. Now I want you to take just a little bit of that peppered gravy and layer it in. Now, take your fried chicken that you've cut into strips and layer it on top. All right, now we're going to hit that with another layer of gravy, and this time we're going to go very generous. All right, now we're going to come back and top that off with more mozzarella. We're going to be very generous with this layer as well. All right, as you can see, we've got a very generous amount of mozzarella cheese on there. Now that ham that we cut up earlier, I have some girls in my house that are real picky about ham, so we're going to leave it off half. The other half is going to get some of that ham. All right, now that broccoli that we cut up earlier, spread that around. Alright, now we're going to take a couple pieces that haven't been cut, push those in on the top. Get out some of that aluminum foil, and let's just give this thing a good wrap. Alright, now let's preheat our oven to 350. Alright, our oven's hit 350, so we want to slide that in there and set a timer for 35 minutes.
Alexa.
Timers went off for 35 minutes. We're going to pull this out, take the aluminum foil off, and put it back in for about 15 minutes with the broil setting on. Okay, so there we are. It's melted up a little bit. Now let's throw it back in there, put it on the broil setting. We're done broiling it. Ooh, foggy, foggy. Hope you can see it. If not, we'll try this again. Looking good. Look, got that finest china. Let's get us a little taste of it. That looks delectable. Let's give it a run. Mmm. 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 Hell yeah. Mmm. Do it. Try it. You'll love it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You ready?